limits the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Cleveland Browns and the Atlanta Falcons. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now Patterson to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. On second down, a run with Patterson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. Partner doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Now Watson. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Out of the gun, Watson. That one is caught by Hunt. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. He got 29 yards that time.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's got to leak out of the backfield to his right and then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there are going to take this to about the 10-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll run with Chubb. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And that's caught. It's Brian Edwards. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side of the line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
10 more there and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On first and 10, Watson. And that is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Chubb will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and take it. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Brownsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you. and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Flush to his right. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Browns will take over possession here up at the 44. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They run it again with Chubb. And he's got some space here. A solid stiff arm. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And it is 28-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Watson on first down. Dancing to his left. Here's Fuller with a catch. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4. Oh, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked off by Greg Newsome. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now. Right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, 43 yards. And the Browns have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns have got it on cruise control. Extra point by York is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And on third down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set.
Let's bring it. Hey, check my 33. Check my 33. Hey, come on, now. Come on, now.
He'll look to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Ritter on target to Pitts for a Falcon first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 15.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. A big play there just before halftime. 81 yards. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with a lead. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. On the return from his end zone is Grant. The Browns drive about to get started. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Hunt will try going up the middle. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one is incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They're going to try and throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 56 yards. And the Falcons are able to at least get one score back. Ritter will throw for it. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 45 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And some space here. There he goes, right side. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 71 yards. And the Browns just continue to roll. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll run with Patterson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. He'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be second and a couple.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Excellent play there by Arnold Ebiketie to meet him behind the line for a loss. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on third down, Watson. Forced out to his left. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And now here is another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Extra point by York is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
And this one's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Being chased out left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now it's the backup Mariota. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
And they will take a knee here. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Browns, they're on a nice early roll as
kill the king, like shit, wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like a 100 house. All up in my business, real nose like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mine. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating this a party when I come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Yeah, you in the league, but you ain't hooping around and tear you out. Before you judge me, you need to go and wipe the mirror off. Try to turn me down, only thing you did was veer off. Showing fake love, I can tell it once I see it all. I just stay cool, acting like it wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appear at all. If you want on top, then you wouldn't hear it cheer at all. But I ain't got no top, I don't need a chandelier at all. I ain't got no talk cause I be really out my mind. When the hate don't work, I guarantee they get the line. They all talk, dog, it's a room full of brinds. I'm royalty, that means that it's in my bloodline. All hail the king, made the president resign. And if I'm not the king, then I'm making doves cry. I'm stepping on the scene like I never did reply. I ain't gotta justify, I'm cool.